Michigan 19-1.
I figured I'd come on, stop y'all from watching that bullshit LB talk about and all the rest of these Bama ass niggas talk about. LB got a bunch of Bama ass fuck boys on his channel right now, but right now we gonna say rest in peace to the Southwest DC legend, like myself, Southwest DC legend, Elgin Baylor. Rest in peace, man. For those who don't know, Elgin Baylor passed today at the age of 86. Somebody would say COVID vaccine. Hit the like button or use a ballpark eating fuck boy. Hit the like or use a ballpark eating fuck boy who don't know the game about Elgin Baylor, Southwest DC legend, and you better know. I don't never talk about it. Do y'all know where I'm from? Adrian Dantley, Elgin Baylor. A lot of great players came from like where I'm actually from. Like born and raised, played on the same playgrounds, all of that shit. All of that shit. Played for the at the boys' clubs they played at. All of that shit. Dave Bing and Sam Jones. Y'all have no fucking clue. That's why I'm not a ballpark eater. I have a healthy love and respect and understanding for the game. I can't look at one person and ever, just because I was programmed or thrown up to believe some foolishness like one person was greater than someone else. No, just because I had a preference. And I also ain't foolish enough to let anyone else shape my preference. I'm intelligent enough to look at shit and understand it and analyze it for what it is. You should do the same and think freely. Don't let Wheaties boxes and Gatorade and all that bullshit your mind. Because when we talk about Elgin Baylor, we talk about a man who never won a championship and one of the greatest players to ever touch the basketball. Elgin Baylor was completely unstoppable. A lot of people talk about Jerry West, but it was Elgin Baylor that was really the superstar. Elgin Baylor averaged a career 27, 14, and 4 for a 6'5" forward. For a 6'5" forward. A 6'5" forward. I mean, Elgin was the first high flyer. Elgin was one of the first high flyers. Elgin was one of the first men to bang on men. I was talking to Ron about that yesterday. Yeah. Elgin used to bang on men. Bigger men. Bigger men used to punish them. Boom! Nothing you could do with him. He would out rebound you. He would use his positioning and his athleticism. Even after his knee injury, he was still good enough to get himself in position to grab boards. Because rebounding ain't even about height, it's about hustle and position. And how fast you can get off the ground. If you can jump repeatedly really fast off the ground and get a good height, you can get rebounds. Rest in peace, though, to Elgin Baylor, man. I mean, real, a great one, man. And it's proof that you could be the greatest player. Look, just like Wilt Chamberlain, yeah, 35 and 20. Look, it's proof you can be the greatest player and still lose. Right now, you got dickheads over LB channel talking about, if you supposed to be the greatest player in the world, you supposed to be a team by yourself. That's why LeBron James ain't good. Right now, you got little fuck boys over there saying dumb shit like that. You got dumb fuck. Look, Wilt Chamberlain was easily the greatest player of that era, but only won two motherfucking championships. Easily. Bill Russell told you that out his own mouth. Easily the greatest player of the era. Yet he could not win with two championships. Know why? One player, even if he's the greatest, don't beat a great team. Because basketball is a team sport. So you could be the greatest player, but yet not win. Especially not it all. But that's a testament to your greatness. Yes, Treehouse. Y'all see that. So he not great. The problem was they was playing against a great team. They was playing against the Warriors of that time. And when you consider that there was no free agency. Yeah. I know you do. Once the other phone charge up, I'm gonna go live again, and the live gonna be talk about something totally different. This live right now, we're gonna talk about a little bit of basketball real quick, and we're gonna push it in perspective. Why I have my perspective because I had a debate with one of my family members yesterday. He's a JDR, of course, and he was like, "You hate now?" I'm like, "No, I don't hate Michael Jordan. I give Michael Jordan his props. In the '90s, he was the greatest player. For them 6 years he played, they were I'm like, God damn, we gotta be realistic. I mean, y'all, all right, for the 8 years he played, he was the greatest player for the 8 years he played. But that's the truth. What's wrong with eight out of how many years he played real quick, y'all? Help me out. So 15? What's wrong with being great? The greatest 8 out of 15 years. That's good. That's exceptional. A lot of people don't get to say that. That's true. Yeah. Because he wasn't the greatest player. The greatest player was still playing. He was 900 years old, like LeBron. He was 900 and still cooking niggas. Cook a nigga. Cook a clown. Cook a nigga. I got that cooker out. What? Big Mike. Come on, Mike. Stop hating. Mike, what can you do? I get it. Mike. Mike. Y'all just gonna adjust. No, he played 9 seasons. Nigga got drafted in '84, retired in '92, Then 99, he retired again. Then played again for another 3 years. So, by my estimation, the calculation, that's 15 fucking years. I don't care about no injuries or nothing else. No full seasons or nothing else. All I know is, just like you know, the goddamn truth that we can't keep doing this shit. We have to stop this shit. You niggas have to let it go. Y'all too old for that shit. Y'all niggas look like Kurt Angle with motherfucker Space Jam pajamas on and shit. It looked like you got on a singlet. It looked like you about to wrestle a nigga. The feet used to be in them. Now they on your knees. They look like knee pads. They had the little glove, the little mittens. Now you done bust out the mitten. Now they like elbow pads. Y'all niggas look like y'all about to suplex a nigga. Y'all got to let this shit go. You got that dusty ass Jordan picture. Hey, look. Yeah, look like Andre the Giant and shit. You got that dusty ass Jordan poster up there. He right here with the rim. It's LeBron posters of niggas like this. You still lying to the world. Nobody jump higher than him. Vince Carter looking down on the rim. Let it go. It's okay. You got to say in the 90s, I saw the greatest player. If you like me, you got to say I got to see the greatest player of all time in the 80s. In the 90s, you got to see the greatest player. In the 2000s, you got to see the greatest player. In the 2010s, you got to see the greatest player. It's going to 2020s. And this nigga still playing. Remind me of the greatest player. No, of course you still got Mike. You have no real reason why. You have no real reason why other than propaganda. Seriously. When you think about it, you have no real reason why. Why? What did he do? Nobody did. You have no real reason why. What is he number one in? Like the other day, Ron told me some shit that made me laugh like shit. He said, "Va, you know the dumbest stat I ever heard?" He said, "What?" Michael Jordan got the most 40-point game. He said, "But we'll average 50 in a season. So what? And 44. So who the fuck? What difference does that?" Thank you. And too raw. If you say that, I could respect it. It's an emotional attachment, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say. If you detach emotions and you looking at numbers, playing, what the league had to do to help or hurt another player, you can't have Michael Jordan. For real, you can't. The league did more to help him than they did any other player who's a top five scorer. Get the league put in a zone to stop Kobe. They put in rules to stop Shaq, Wilt, Kareem. Think about it. The only guy that got rules to help his game, they moved the 3-point line in to help his game. And look, we literally had a debate about that yesterday. How the nigga gonna tell me he got to be the greatest because the league did all that to help him. I said, huh? I said, so hold on. They banned niggas from dunking? For real, too raw. That's what I'm saying. A nigga used that. I was like, That too raw laughing because literally you cannot use that as an argument for Michael Jordan. You can't do that. I was like, dude. So you saying everything I'm saying is a fact, but the reason that Jordan the great is because they helped him. Yeah, now you got niggas hitting threes from. But look, too raw here to stamp this. Now I'm glad that somebody here to stamp it because he know a lot about basketball. I keep telling y'all that Dame Lillard and them wasn't the first to do that. Jabari, you can have your peeps. Too raw. Tell him Chuck Person used to shoot from logos way too, but Reggie Miller ain't shoot from deep like Chuck Connors Person. Slim. I seen a game versus Boston where him and Bird was going back to back. He took 2 steps across half court and went. That junk went squat. And I said, oh my good. And then he ran back court talking shit to Bird. Said, I got more of this for you, Bird. I got more of this. But Chuck and them ain't have a better team. Chuck and them, I seen Chuck shoot them low. We used to play down Southwest. We used to play down Southwest a game. You take 2 steps across half court and go, Chuck. That's what you used to say. Chuck. We just start screaming, Chuck. Rifleman. My cousin Bobby hit a motherfucker 3-pointer to win a game like that, fucking around playing like. Yes. Thank you, too, bro. Now, I ain't saying he like these boys. These boys crazy. These boys be baking and then just pull up. Chuck would pull up because Chuck ain't have all that crazy handle and all of that. That's why these boys are just crazy with it. This shit is. You can't look. Thank you, didn't he? He was fucking bad back murder talking big shit, didn't he? But it wasn't enough. They ain't have that 91 team was good. They should have won. They should have went to the championship for real, but they broke down. They broke down. That's how Detroit got him. He did have range. Dale could shoot. If he got hot, Dale will knock down a lot. You got your peeps if you want. You can take him in the room. Don't make a mess. Craig could shoot. Craig just could shoot. Hey, shouts out to my man Darren, man. Darren, thank you, man. I appreciate it much, Darren. I didn't forget about you. Darren told me give him a shout out. I definitely gave you a shout out, Darren. Darren, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it. Brother hit the cash app. I wasn't doing a video. I wasn't doing nothing. My son showed the phone and said, Dad, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that shit. What's up, Brandon? If you Darren, and you should see this, man, put something in the chat room so I know it's you, man. So I know it's you. Cause I really appreciated that. I appreciated that. That shit was, hey, that shit, yeah. Oh, we gonna talk about that, Lewis. You just hold your horses. We waiting for the other phone to charge up. Cause I got to do $1 LVZ, Big Mike. $1 LVZ. Um, that's what I was going. I want to do, because I don't want to talk about it till I put a little funny caption and then the name and the title. Because that's my shit. That's my trademark. And when I seen it, The first thing popped in my head, and I was gonna do a video about that first, but then I saw Elgin Baylor die, and I was like, nah, that's a DC legend, Southwest DC to be exact. Nigga, that's where you born and raised. You cannot, not. Uh, what is my PayPal? How do I find that? I actually had to get a PayPal, cause have y'all ever had this shit happen? Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what's up, Bert. The black bank is good, right? But they too overprotective. The black bank too overprotective. Yeah, they too overprotective. Young, they don't let not. Hey, thanks, Big Mike. Oh no, that's Bert. Thanks, Bert. Hey, they don't let nothing slide. Listen, we don't know them. They can't have no money. I'm like, I'm trying to fix my car for a month. I'm cussing the people. Why in the fuck you ain't sending my shit? Bad enough I got to go broke. Hurry up and fix my shit. They like, nigga, no, we not giving them shit. We not giving. Young, they like, we ain't giving them shit. We ain't giving them shit. Look, yeah, Mark Mood could every day. Every day you been rolling with us all the time. I don't even know why. And Orion too, man. Orion, I know you watching. Don't be scared. I'm great. It's some people I do got to mod up. Cause I like y'all moves, man. I like a lot of y'all moves. Where Cold Ref at? Come back and get your motherfucking rent. Y'all understand that when you be fucking up some days, I'm gonna put you in crossfire. I'm gonna put you in crossfire. I'm gonna let you talk that dumb shit to the family. Like, oh, if that's what you gonna do, I don't even know how to find. I don't even know how to find. How do you even find what your account is? I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to do. How do you even find the PayPal shit, y'all? It's connected to my LVEEZY40 at gmail.com. That's my email, lvz40 at gmail.com. But I don't even know how to find. Oh, there you go, right there. Okay, I got it. That's what I know what it is. Okay. It's PayPal me slash one LVZ. PayPal.me slash one LVZ. Is that HTTPS, all that shit? PayPal slash PayPal.me/1LVZ. That's normally how the fuck you find me anywhere. If you put one LV, only place you will not find me like that is Facebook. But everywhere on social media, if you just put one LVZ, you should see my bald head black ass. Michigan losing, Mike. If LSU beat them, everybody bracket fucked up, right? Good move. He got finished those. Michigan losing, y'all, by 5 with 10 minutes to go. This shit is crazy. I hate that YouTube do that. Show all my motherfucking messages, man. People be talking this shit and I don't even see it. Y'all be like, y'all be asking me questions sometimes. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. Who y'all got, Michigan or LSU? One for Michigan, two for LSU. I know where a lot of y'all live, so I know the homers. Oh, good move. Pass it. Don't gun. We got two for Michigan. Oh, good brick. Oh, that's a foul. They ain't want to call that, huh? You try to shoot the gap and you miss and you hit a motherfucker. That's a foul. Off his leg. Look, you got LSU, Brandon. He stepped out of bounds. That Brown Jr. guy looked like fucking Michael Finley. He looked like Michael Finley without the hops. Who remember Michael Finley? Other than Mark Cuban. You remember Michael Finley? Number one needs some longer shorts. Bucket. Who watching the game? Number one for LSU needs some longer shorts. This, this nigga got on some girls' volleyball shorts. What the fuck are you doing? The minute my jinx ass said, LVEEZY. Nah, I'm not gonna get that. Get that back, JR. They don't never let me use just that. It's LVEEZY 40. Get that back. I just noticed that. Hurry up, get that back, Brody. Yeah, ISO. All right, so that man from the same area as me and shit in DC. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Do you want better? I'm about to do you one better. Okay. All right. That's how you do that, bro. It's always more than one way to skin a cat. What? But why is that a statement? Hold up. That's not no Asian racism. I don't know who made that up. I don't want my channel get. It's like, oh shoot. Oh, oh shit! I forgot the www dot. Hold on. Let me see if that worked. This work right here. It worked. It worked. I figured it out. You good God, boy, you bald head smart motherfucker. I like to talk to myself sometimes like Red Fox talk to Sugar Ray or Harlem. Yes, rest in peace to the legend, man. That shit is sad. But it's I was wondering when that was actually gonna be news. Him, Bill Russell, sir. These people are way up in age. Jim Brown. I mean, motherfucker, what do we expect them to be 120, 150? How long do we expect them to live? Exactly. The greatest player to never win a championship. Easily. Easily. He's always been regarded as the greatest player that never won a championship. And since people talk about they don't like rings this way and rings that way, answer me this. Since people talk about they don't like rings this way, rings that way, Mount Rushmore should be this way, legacy that way, how come they don't talk more about Elgin Baylor? Because when you think about it, Elgin Baylor had the chance to come back and actually just grab a ring as a hanger on. And he refused to do that. He retired a year before they won the championship. They gave him a ring, but he doesn't. It doesn't go down as him winning one because he retired. Why the Lakers pissing you off? All the best players hurt. The Hagler shit is a little suspect, but the Elgin Baylor, I mean, we talk about one man 20 years younger. Yeah, the same year he retired, and they was telling him, look, just Elgin, just play a little bit, just any of you, and Elgin wouldn't play. How come Elgin don't get no? And that's no bull. That's when Elgin knees was messed got me. Elgin would not play. Slick Tom. What's spooky, man? They need to repeat, or you want them to repeat. I don't know that they need to repeat. I would like them to repeat. Oh, I know you know it was me. See, Jay. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, man. I know you know it was me that time. You had look, you stole my bald head ass with Mimi, didn't you? Anybody go to my PayPal, you see me with Mimi. That's how you know it's me. You're like, hold on, that's Visa, and that's Mimi. Uh, uh, uh. These niggas, man. Yeah, I would enjoy seeing. What I don't know that it was dirty play that he. Think about LeBron done twisted that right ankle 5 times this year, y'all. Oh, my life as a Laker fan, man, my life as a Laker fan has been wonderful. It has been wonderful, Bert, because I never had to switch sides. That's the truth. Yeah, but you think about it, it's been wonderful. I mean, you figure, all right, I was born 77. I'm born into a basketball family. You know what I'm saying? My uncle John played. My cousin June played. Rest in peace. Um, we got family members. My cousin Ricky that played overseas. Played my other cousin John, Bobby. We all played. So we all played. Growing up, basketball was the sport. Then on my father's side, they had a boxing gym. So you got basketball and boxing gloves in my family. That's what you got. So the first thing I learned about basketball, y'all, I always tell y'all this, was Georgetown, John Thompson, 1980, with the glasses and the tie. He reminded me of my granddaddy, but he was way taller. But I was a little kid, so I guess I thought my grandfather. Plus, it on a little black and white TV. And then the next thing, Samurai Beats Boy, you act like you own the team. Calm the fuck down. Them losing is part of life. It's happened before. I've lived through it. You will too. Now, the next thing I learned was Kareem Abdul Jabbar and Dr. J. Those are the next. Thank you, family. Those were the next things I learned about basketball. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J. Then come on, son, let's watch the Magic Man and Larry Bird. Magic Man. And think about it with the name Magic Man. You're a little kid. That's why. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, fam. That's why when True went too raw, I'm glad. Look, it's funny that you just because I was just going to mention you. That Too Raw says emotional ties, and I tell y'all think y'all go bullshit. Let me show you where my emotional ties at right here. It's next to my son's certificate, pictures of me and my kids and shit. Look, and then like he in the family, like he in my damn family. But you never hear me ever say he greater than Kareem. You never hear me ever say he wasn't passed by LeBron. Thank you, too. Look at Uncle Magic. You ne- you never hear me say that, cause my emotions don't get the best of me. My emotions was back then when I was a little kid and they lost to the Sixers the second time and I cried because they had Moses Malone. My emotions was when Magic dribbled the ball off his foot and they lost and I cried again. I was a little kid. I was a little kid. But what I always remember was listening to them old guys talk about Kareem and Elgin Baylor and Oscar Ross. I never seen these guys and Earl the Pearl. So I would see black and white clips and watch the NBA joint and they show old NBA shit. And I look at them going, Magic be like, everybody want to do the Earl the Pearl spin. And I'm like, Magic, the king of the spin. That's why the first move I taught Jabari, a spin move. Because that's one of my pet moves. Why? Magic. But why could I shoot a jump hook? Because I knew it was two things that was for certain. Larry Bird don't miss, and the sky hook goes in. And you can't stop it. You can't block it. It ain't nothing you can do. And no matter how tall you are, if you know how to perform that motherfucker against somebody taller than you, it'll go in. Almost every time. And it'll be the most frustrating thing in the world for them that they can't block it if you learn how to do it. Over the years, so many different moves come in. And as a smaller person, you don't use a jump hook anymore. That's a big man move. But now the big men don't do it. And let alone a sky hook. Because the sky hook wasn't a traditional jump hook. It got more air under it. It got more air under it. Most of the hooks come straight over the head. His didn't come that way. It was more finesse, so it'll float over your ass. Magic was the only person that could do that shit like that. Kareem motherfucking skyhook was a teardrop. No bull. That joint, and it was like a radar. That joint always, boom, and he'd bait you, bang your ass, boom, 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 up. So I used to hate and love. Watch this. Yeah, Chris Muller. Why you know why I love Mark Jackson? I watched him in professional career. Exactly. Right, Mike. Tell him. Remember one game he won hitting it at the top of the key. Hmm. Is that faggot Nola boy? More than likely. Look, this guy's such a dick rider. He got to steal ticket shit that's not funny, and then come troll with it. Can you at least troll with your own shit? Damn. Don't be a dick riding. I mean, you already a lame fuck boy, but don't be a dick riding lame moist fuck boy. You adding more superlatives to it. Come on, man. He got a rent? No, he don't. You think that's Will? Yeah. That's one of them unimaginative niggas on this thing. Whose channel can't grow. Anyway, that was good. That was fun. That was Pimpin' Mike. Thank you, Pimpin' Mike. Yeah, y'all, we got to do this. Mike just said something profound in the Cash App. History over propaganda. We have to do that, y'all. We got to push it. One day when I was a kid, right, and I wanted to learn more about basketball because I thought Magic was the greatest. But my father was like, Kareem the greatest. And then when Kareem had passed Wilt, and I saw, and they was like, when Kareem had passed Wilt, I went to the library to see what was the big deal. Because back in the day, to go there, they checked the encyclopedia. So I go there to see what the big deal was, right? I looked through it, and I'm like, he scored 100 points. But then that ain't no even like he be like 79, 70, and he averaged 50. He came in averaging 30 and 27. What? Huh? No, look, let me tell you how you can calculate the block shots. Let me tell y'all some gangster shit. Cause it's actually a way other than it was an unofficial stat taker who actually had some records. Like I told y'all that 54, 32, 24, 14, and 12 game he had. It's some unofficial stats where they got his whole stat line. But it's a way to do it though. It's really a way to find some of Wilt's block games, some of fucking Bill Russell block games. I guarantee it's a way to find some of them games. Put it this way. If you can find, I believe if you can find 20% of Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell film, they would already, yeah, they would have quintuple doubles, and they would be the first players they would be in the top 10 in steals and blocks. They would be in the top 10 in steals and blocks if you took 10% of their filmed work. I swear. I'm telling you, I believe that. I believe if you watch 10 Wilt games in one season, if they recorded 10 Wilt games every season, I could almost guarantee you he got at least 100 blocks in them 10 games. At least. So that's at least one block a game. I guarantee you, if you can find 10 games, thank you. Mike, think about Mike. If they could find 10% of Wilt film shit, Wilt would still be in the top 10. And that's not getting all his blocks and steals. I think him and Bill Russell, both. And Kareem, but remember, Kareem played long enough where they start counting his blocks and steals. But it's some shit of Kareem they did not count. Mike, I seen a joke where they said Wilt had like 14 steals. So I think, look, Mike, this is what I think. I think Wilt was catching like 5 shots a game. You know what I'm talking about. The junk that count as a steal and a block, where he just catch your shit. I think Wilt and Bill was probably catching 5 shots a game at least. So they got at least 5 steals and blocks off one play. I think, I swear, because I seen some jumps. I was like, he caught that. He caught it again. He just grabbed it. I'm telling you, I think Wilt was just catching people's shit, y'all. Like again, I told y'all the man ran a 10-8 100-yard dash. That's insane. The man was a high jumper, long jumper. 10-8, young. Wilt flying down the court. Big as shit. Yes, they say he ran a 10-8 100, y'all. Yeah, he running the floor. Looking like I don't even know what kind of animal that would look like. Yes. Right. 52-inch vertical. Y'all keep living under that fascination. Not y'all, because y'all don't do that. People come to respect for history. Stop believing that bullshit that Wilt only played against motherfuckers 6'5". Mel Counts was 7 feet. Wilt gave him a quintuple double. It didn't matter if you were 7 feet. You can't jump higher than him and you can't run faster than him. And he was already buff, bigger and stronger than you. It don't matter. It don't fucking matter. It wasn't nothing you could do at any era, any time. It's not really no big man that was stopping him. You only had to get with him. And that's what Kareem and the people who beat him, they got with him. They ain't just stop him. They couldn't stop him. You had to get with him. And Wilt used to dog his big ass. Wilt used to just jam, dipper, dunk. Dipper, dunk. Ball just bounce off your head. Mike, they don't. Yeah, we got to start showing appreciation for the old school, man. I understand it's hard because what we've seen. I love that Michael Jordan shit too. I did. Whether I was a Laker and Magic fan or not, I did. Know why? He looked better than Dr. J flying through the air. He was an upgrade from Dr. J for me. He looked better. He glide through the air looking nice. But it wasn't just him. It was Dominique too. Used to look nice. And he was that new class of high flyer. He just was the best out of all of them. And I give him that. I do. But like everything, it has a beginning, it has a middle, and it has an ending. It has a start, a climax, an ascension, a descension, and then a level off. It's leveling off time, y'all. Let it go. It's leveling off time. It's okay. It's okay for somebody to be better than our favorite play. It's okay. It is okay. It's totally okay. I know it's hard. Tonight I'm gonna do something I never done. I'm gonna counsel you, JDRs, and you ballpark eaters. I'm gonna hug you, ballpark. Put your buns down. Put ballpark eaters. Put your mustard down. Put the ketchup away. Put the ketchup away. Put the relish back in the refrigerator. Come here. Uncle V's gonna embrace you. Okay. No, 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 no. Don't put the Gatorade. Put the Gatorade down. Step away from the Gatorade. Okay? Turn the Wheaties box around. Don't eat those Wheaties. They're 32 years old. Do not eat those Wheaties. They're 30 years old. Don't eat them. I know it's hard. Uncle V's here. I got Big Mike here. He's a Jordan fan. He tells you about history. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Guess what? Somebody gonna be better than LeBron too. Somebody gonna be better than Kareem. Somebody, it might take a long time. Look, y'all act like it. Look, Gabe, don't put the Gatorade in the Wheaties. Don't eat those. You know they will never buy LeBron Wheaties box. Them motherfuckers lose they remember I put that joint up. They just it's 5 JDRs went to jail the minute Wheaties put out that LeBron box because they was in there stabbing all the Wheaties boxes. Hey, get secure. It's a crazy nigga with his tongue out and buns and a pack of ballparks under his arm, stabbing the LeBron Wheaties. This nigga in the middle of the Safeway with a family pack of ballparks under one arm and a plastic butter knife, just stabbing and ripping through all the LeBron weed, cutting the box up. Ticket, stop it. Ticket, get your ass out the grocery. Ticket, big ass running out the grocery store with Gatorade falling out his pocket. Leave him a trail of Wheaties. We know it's you. Shouts out to my brother. I JK. I had to get him. Ticket big ass running out the grocery store. Jay Reed! Jay Reed! What the fuck? It's Jay Reed. What the fuck? Big crazy nigga with ballparks under his arms. Stabbing up the Wheaties, screaming Jay Reed. There you go, Mahar. Yeah, rest in peace, Big Elgin, DC, for Southwest DC, like yours truly. Mm-mm-mm. Straight up. Ballparks. Yeah, man. But nah, like I said, MJ, them 8 years, because it's not my fault the nigga retired. Them 8 years, he was a beast. It's not my fault he retired. 2 years he didn't win, but he still was a beast. I ain't taking I mean, he was always exceptional. Cause calling him good is not when he came out, he was just good. Then he was really good his third year after the foot joint. He started getting mentioned when they started winning. but they couldn't do it until Scotty got to mature. You players had it's just like anything. Players got to mature, and when players mature, some players get old. So I mean, but yeah, look, there and then this crate. Look, if first of all, the Lakers don't got enough to win, y'all. Samurai B. Kyle Kuzma is not consistent enough for us to win. And I'm glad Ticket finally put a video out saying if he keep playing like garbage, it's no way right. Cause he been playing like that all the time. And I've been trying to get over to him. Look, it ain't that he won't give us a 25-point game. He follows it up with a 7-point game, then an 8, then he give us a 15, then a 9, then he give us a 16, then a 3, then a 5. But then you like, well, he rebounded good. And he hasn't proven to me that he can stay consistent when it comes to winning, y'all. Right. It, it's a difference between scoring 20 points a game and being a consistent 20-point scorer on a winning team. Let me give y'all an example. I always use this. With my man Big Mike. Right. Now, Big Mike, explain to the people how Damon Stoudemire, when he went to the Toronto Raptors, averaged 22, 23 points a game his rookie year. Then when they traded him to a team where, you know what I'm saying, they needed to win, day one, he averaged like 12, 14, 15. He never averaged that again. Because if you got a team with Damon Stoudemire averaging 20 some points, you're going to lose. Just like if you have a team with your motherfucking boy, Kyle Kuzma, you're going to lose. You're not going to win. You don't hear people going, the team led by Kyle Kuzma is going to do. Tell the truth. That ain't even no shit you even think you gonna hear. This nigga this nigga KCP. God damn. Mike, you feel like coming out of retirement, bruh? Get your ass on over there and get you some of that Laker money. This nigga stealing 12 million to brick. Shit. Tell her, call Jenny Bus, tell her, look, how much he put 12 million? Let me get tell her, look, give me 2. I can do that. Exactly what he doing. Now, if you want me to do better, give me 5. Mahari, he was never going to score 20 when he got traded to Portland because he was never supposed to score 20. And on any team Damon Stoudemire was going to be the leading scorer, you weren't going to win. It was other teams on way more. It was other players on way more loaded teams than Portland that could average 20 and did. It was other point guards. So I don't want to hear that monkey shit. He didn't average more than Nick Van Exel when Nick played with Kobe, Sabalas. Look, we had 4 motherfuckers go to the All-Star game that year. It was Eddie, Kobe, Nick, Shaq. He look. Dapper Dan. Well, my man Big Darrell that I work with, he took the vaccine. He waiting to take his second one from Pfizer. The dude I work with today, he took his. And then they got that's how they got Marcus Camby. Ain't that how they got Marcus Camby too raw? Cause of Damon averaging 20. He averaged 20 and they won 20. That's exactly what Mahari. He averaged 20, and that's exactly how many they Mike, what did you say that man averaged 20 and motherfuckers won 20? Come on, Mahari. You know that's the truth. I like Damo. Damo was good, a very good. Look, think about Kenny Anderson. Think about Kenny A. Kenny A had Petro. He had fucking Derek Coleman. They was averaging in the 20s. And Kenny still was averaging 18, 19. Kenny was still getting it in. Gary Payton was playing with Shrimp, Kemp, Hawkins. He was still averaging a dub. KJ played with Hornacek, Marley, Chambers, Eddie Johnson. They was firing it up. KJ led that team in score. I'm just saying, Mahari. I seen it done. I'm not gonna sit there and like, oh well, no, he can't do it. If I seen it done, it can be done. That means you ain't as good a player as the guy I mentioned. And I think, Mahar, you can attest to that. You kept starting my Camby and drafting. Mahari, I do that on my video game. I used to do that on my video game. Easy. I explained to Ron yesterday too raw. Only man that didn't, only team, the only guy that uh put out Magic that wasn't fucking Houston. Remember, Houston the only team to put the Lakers out in the playoffs with during Magic run. KJ, he did that. KJ got our ass up out the way. I think that's what is that the year Kareem retired? No. I know KJ got our ass up out the way early. KJ got our dumb ass out the way. And they was gonna beat Portland. Portland wasn't supposed to play the Pistons. Portland was not supposed to play the Pistons. Yep. It was 90. That was Kareem last year. Portland was not supposed to beat the Pistons. I mean, the Pistons weren't supposed to play Portland. They were supposed to play Phoenix. And I'm here to tell you, they was gonna lose. They was going to lose. Isaiah Thomas and them could not handle Kevin Johnson. They couldn't. Every time Kevin Johnson saw Isaiah, he lit him up. Every time, I used to watch. I used to buy the newspaper when I knew that they played. I would go buy the Washington Post. Washington Post be 25 cents. Yeah, I wake up early morning. That's why he the smartest kid in school. This nigga reading the newspaper comes to. I'm reading the sports. I'm looking. It'll say K Johnson, 33, 15 assists, 6 rebounds. Then at the bottom, 4 steals. Isaiah Thomas, 15 points, 8, and they lost. Yeah, well, it wasn't just that though, Abel. Uh, Kareem's retirement, Scott getting old, Worthy was getting old because Scott wasn't hitting threes no more. He was bonk. Cooper was gone. So our team had totally, you think about it, our team had totally changed. And they didn't do good at replacing those great role players that they had once had. So I agree with you that they were. It was just Magic's brilliance and the fact that Kareem and Worthy and all of them were still there that made us a viable threat. But KJ ran us the fuck out the gym. Young, I was in. That's when I was just too old to be crying. Now I'm throwing shit. Damn, I hate this. I hate him. I hated Kevin Johnson. I hate this little phantom. But look, Mike, that's when I did this. That's when I learned I'm a funny soul like this, y'all. I'm ready to tell you something. If you beat my team in the playoffs, I want you to win the championship. That's when I learned that. If you beat my team in the playoffs, I want you to win the championship. I that formed my opinion because I was rooting for Phoenix. After that, I hated Phoenix, but I rooted for him. My father was like, "Why?" I said, "I don't want us to lose the niggas that." I don't even know who Craig Robertson is. So I guess that proves your point. I don't even know why you brought that up now. But anyway. Yeah, man. Well, look, it's cause look, at first I was emotional, like some of these grown ass men, and I ain't know how to get over it. I be crying. Now I ain't crying. I hate you at first, and like, nah, I want you to win. This, but I ain't say I was spiteful, Mike. This is why I want you to win, cause what I knew was if they won, we see you every year. We gonna whoop your ass every year. Whoop your ass. Cause you can't go nowhere. You in the West. We gonna see you. We gonna whoop your ass every time we see you, Mike. Mike, I ain't never said. Mike, you was giving me too much credit. I ain't never said I ain't want to get them niggas. I just said I just wanted them to win so we could whoop. We could keep saying, or we could keep saying, yeah, you the champions, but we beat your motherfucking ass. We gave you a championship ass whooping. Cause look, Mike, that's when my boxing side come in. We just beat the champion. That's when the boxing side come in. You beat the champion, niggas. Fuck that. I want to beat the champ. Yeah, but yeah, like I tell people, I have no problem with motherfuckers saying Michael Jordan their favorite player. I have no problem with that. Hey, let's be honest. Jordan did look old. Cause Jordan, I'm gonna keep it real. When he came back, he looked old to me. Even at 55, he looked good, but he wasn't. I said, man, he don't got the rise. He didn't have the rise he used to have. And then that's when he learned that motherfucker turnaround. And he started getting wet from motherfucking mid range. That's when to me, that's when I started going, yeah. That's when I respected him way more. Cause I say, look, hey, he gonna make that joint. If he making that joint, he make. Now he got a lot of bullshit fouls out of there, but and I did want him to dunk on certain motherfuckers. I wished he could dunk like he used to, so he could dunk on certain players I hate. But yeah, that Orlando game, it's good that it happened. It's good that it happened because it showed it made Michael stop leaning on his athleticism. He knew he wasn't a superior athlete no more. He wasn't he wasn't that much faster, jumped that much higher. He wasn't that better athlete no more. It was more athletes than that. And then he changed his game just like Kobe did. Yep, Kobe did the same thing. And I respect shit like that. I respect that about Michael Jordan. A nigga that's able to alter his game to still prolong himself. And LeBron doing it too. And you can see, I've been saying LeBron getting old. LeBron old. He don't jump as high on that dunk. He ain't as fast as he used to be. He uses body more than he used to get position than he used to his speed. Now his first step is educated. It ain't fast. It's just that I know where I'm going and you don't. So it's educated. And he's added wrinkles to his game to help prolong his game. You gotta respect that. And all the greats have done that. Cause my father used to tell me, see, listen, again, this goes back to my dad, how I was taught basketball. He used to tell me that Kareem was the greatest, but used to say to me, he don't play like he used to play. And I'm like, hold up. What you mean? He don't play like he used to play. Like, oh no. I was like, what you mean? He was like, he when he was younger, he would be dunking and he do this and he do that. Now that I saw him older, his game was the sky hook and more low poke. But Dad used to tell me Kareem move was a turnaround and a face up. I never saw Kareem shoot a turnaround jump shot. Dad said Kareem used to do all of that shit. Go. Then I started seeing the old black and white. Kareem did. Now I want you to consider from 1980, when I started watching basketball, to 1989, this old ass man was busting everybody's ass. Hakeem, Moses Malone, Patrick Ewing, all them niggas was coming in and getting some from the old fella. All of them was coming in the league and getting some from an old ass man. Right before he left, he had enough left to give all of them some. Young, I seen games where Magic was killing and Kareem looked old and we lost. And that's when I knew if Kareem ain't playing good, we're gonna lose. He was 103. We're gonna lose. Yeah, right. That's when I stopped Robert Parish. I'm glad you named him, Dale. I used to say that Larry Bird, McHale, and them overrated because if Robert Parish does not play good, you will not win. And that's the truth. If Parish didn't play good without Robert Parish, they not winning. You got a motherfucker that don't talk getting 15 and 10 all the time. At least 15. You ain't got passing the ball much. 15 and 10. Mike, old ass man, don't say nothing. Higher than a motherfucker. Y'all remember they called Robert Parish with that 5 pounds of weed doing the. That's why they called him the chief. Higher than a motherfucker. He was stoned. I'm fucked up. This Gatorade ain't even good. That's it. I just wonder what he was over there thinking. How shit, this Gatorade ain't even good. Kale underarms thing. I just wonder what he was over there thinking. I want some donuts. Yep. The chief say, I want some donuts. Donuts? What the fuck do that got to do with it? I want the chief. Mike, the chief just talk about chief high as shit, Mike. That nigga over on the sideline talking he wants some donuts. Some donuts. That's what I be telling niggas. Kareem gave niggas hope to me. Nigga, you can keep hooping at a long age. It's up to you. You gotta keep your body limber and in shape. Michael Jordan could have passed Kareem if he was disciplined enough, but he wasn't. I'm be honest. Look, yeah, that is really punk. He fucked him up too with that jump. He dropped him with that jump. Blacked this whole shit. Lane Beer had to wear that face mask fucking with the chief, y'all. Nah, Morning ain't getting none. Morning was lucky. Yup. Drop that cause Bill Lane Beer deserved it. Look, that's the shit. People act like ejections didn't happen because of fights. They did. The motherfucker referee said Bill Lane Beer deserved that shit. For real. They was like, motherfucker, if we throw him out, you gotta go too. I remember that, Mike, for real. Stole that motherfucker for blowing his eyes. You get on my nerves. This, bam! That's when you found out that motherfucker was a black belt. He fucked him up. He fucked him up. That's when you found out he was a black belt. I did not know that shit. I said, what the fuck is up with these big seven? He saw what Kareem did to Kent Benson. He said, let me learn that shit too. Bill ain't big, can't stand Larry Bird. Hey y'all, Bill, did y'all know Bill Lane Big comes from money? Come to find out, we hate Lane Big, but like I was looking at a thing where like Lane Big more politically would line up with us. Lane Big said he hated Larry Bird. Yeah, did y'all know Bill Lane Big went to college not off a scholarship, but because this is true. His father was so rich, they just paid for him to go. Meanwhile, Bird was dirt poor, was one of them poor white boys that grew up in Indiana, who mother worked in the kitchen and their father was a farmer. So they do hate the Pistons. Yep. Yeah, I was just looking at it. I was looking at on YouTube. I think it was SB Nation about the beef between Bill Langbeer and Bird. Check that joint out, Mike. You would like that shit. You like shit like that about me. Right. Don't it fuck you up, Mike? Nothing about Bill Langbeer tells you he's a rich boy. Bill Langbeer come from what they said Bill Langbeer ain't never had. Mike, they said if that nigga never played in the NBA, they said Bill Langbeer was making more money through his family than he was at the NBA at one time. I said, what? What the fuck do Bill? Bill just a motherfucker. Fuck it. This is what I want to do. He clotheslined. He hate Larry Bird. Fuck me up too, y'all. I did not know Bill Langbeer was Bill Langbeer come from bread. Yep. And he said, well, you know, Larry's an asshole. It sound like some shit he'll say. I think it was something recent. Larry said something about the kneeling or something. And motherfucker Lane Ben said, well, I stand with my players. I expect Larry to say some shit about that. He said he's still a dickhead. For real, that he always say shit about Larry Bird. I ain't even know. That's why I really listen when Lane Ben says LeBron James is the best player in the NBA, the best player I ever seen, the greatest player. Right, too raw. That's why I listen. I was like, I don't think that that's hate. I think Bill Laimbeer as a competitor, look at that motherfucker and go, I don't know what we could. He keeps saying that too. He be like, I just don't know what we would have done to stop him. He said that. He keeps saying that. He said, look, he's 6'9". He 1 inch shorter than me. He jumped faster than me. He about big as me. He jumped higher than me. He said, I just don't know. He said, and then he's a playmaker, a scorer. I don't know. He said, it was nothing. So I really legitimately listen to some of these players. And I don't think, like people think, Langbeer and Isaiah got some score to settle with Michael Jordan. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think clearly that they are players with their own opinions. And they, at one point in time, they said Jordan was the greatest. They did. I've heard Isaiah say Jordan was the greatest at one point in time. That's the thing. That's why I get mad at people saying Isaiah's a hater. At one point in time, he said Michael Jordan was the greatest. Y'all act like he said LeBron James was the greatest player the day he came in the league. He did not do that. It is what year is it, y'all? What year is it? 17, 18, whatever. Damn near 20. And now he's saying he the greatest. Arguably the greatest. Why is that a problem after his body of work? Right, after his body of work, why is it a problem that this man says that? You should be, I look at it like this. That's how great Michael Jordan was. That he didn't play as long as some of these players, but his name is still mentioned first amongst these players. You see what I'm saying? So it's okay, y'all. It's okay. He's still mentioned as one of the greatest when not even playing as long as some of these players who who I really consider the greatest. But that's a testament to his greatness that he didn't play as long as them, and he's still right up there with them. And a lot of them players, he didn't play as long then, and he passed them. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for me to be a KD fan and know he'll never be greater than Michael Jordan or LeBron James. He just won't. He just won't. We're going to play another 10 years to try to catch LeBron? No. So, I mean, and that's okay. He's not going to be greater than Jordan and LeBron James, but he's still going to be great. He ain't going to be greater than Kobe. He's still going to be great. That's okay. We got to get back to being more objective so we can enjoy the game. What I'm finding, a lot of y'all don't enjoy the game. And the reason y'all don't enjoy the game is because you're watching for negativity. You watching to see somebody lose, not even to see nobody play. You watch it from behind. Think about it, y'all. A lot of people don't enjoy the game. They watching it to critique somebody and to, man. All my critique is after the game. And after the game, my critique is there. Then I'm on to the next game. Right, Mike. That we get Mike and they taking the joy out of the game. That's why I could watch Michael Jordan and not and still be like, yeah, that's right, Jordan. Cook their ass. That's why I could watch that shit. It could cook their ass, Jordan. Fuck Karl Malone, bitch ass. Karl Malone is really the only player I watched that I hated. I could literally say, I tell people that all the time. There's only one NBA player I can literally say I watched that I did not like. Karl fucking Malone. Karl Malone. That was it. You always got different teams in the NCAA tournament. I don't like the NCAA tournament this year because, look, yeah, call hide my daughter until she become a motherfucker WNBA Hall of Famer Malone. Call that's not my daughter, even though she's 6'7" on the block, busting bitches' ass, scoring 20 and grabbing 10, but I don't know her Malone. Fuck out of here. That's it. That should be his whole name. Call, I don't really know this baby, even though she's 6'7", wear a size 15. Got, she dunk like this. Hitting bitches with the fadeaway Malone. Right. Everybody talk about Sean Kemp. At least he take care of his kids. That's the only nigga I could truly say I watched that I didn't even like. I even Barkley. Even Barkley, I did not dislike like that. Even Karl Malone, man. Even motherfucker Carl ass below. I used to love Barkley, but it's Conan. Thank you. Thank you. Right. I was about to say, I used to like watching him play. I used to be like that, but his Coonan has pushed me away from highlighting, what he did as a player. Like I shy away from talking about any accomplishment he made. I, if they drop it on the NBA joint, I won't even tell people. Seriously, fuck him. That's one dude. Yeah, his off the court accomplishments have, you know, derailed anything he may have achieved on the floor. It pales in comparison. That motherfucker. I Yeah, I'm glad I didn't know what I knew when he was playing. You dig? If you knew what you, I'm glad. See, you knew that about Karl Malone when he was playing as a kid, because when he did that shit with Magic Johnson, I took that shit personal. But I'll tell y'all some real shit. Stop all that watching for negativity. Enjoy the fucking game. People, look, motherfuckers thought I hate the Knicks. No, I hate their owner. I hate the fact that he put together subpar teams, below average teams, and that every year that motherfucker fan base, just like the Wizards, is forced to suffer to watch that shit and keep rehashing glory days that most of us wasn't alive to see. Earl the Pearl announcing. Phil Chenier quit announcing. Phil Chenier, look, the last time the Wizards won the championship, Phil Chenier so old, he not even just quit basketball, he quit announcing. Wes Unseld just died. Elvin Hayes like 70. Fucking, come on, man. I talk about the Knicks being shit just like I talk about the Wizards. Cause they shit. Right. And tell a motherfucker truth or shame the devil. Look, you chasing eighth place and being, yeah, Dave the Busher dead. Bill Bradley somewhere with his racist ass. No, he not. Zion is the Larry Johnson, Ronnie Brown. too raw. Can you correct these people? Tell them that Zion is just the new Larry Johnson. You can't be Barkley and you grab 4 rebounds. Again, I told you I don't want to highlight Charles Barkley. I'll just tell you this: Zion's not Barkley. He can't rebound, and you can go Google. You'll see what I'm talking about. He like Larry Johnson, maybe. Larry could shoot a little bit, but Zion can shoot a little bit too when he hot, like Larry. He go to the basket more than Larry did, but he more of a Larry type player than he is. Stephon Marbury said Zion was better than LeBron. Well, Keon, you mean the dude that ate Vaseline? I'm just saying, I don't take advice from nobody that eat Vaseline. Hey, too raw. Is he talking about the guy from Georgia Tech that said he was better than Iverson that ate Vaseline? Mike, ain't that the same guy, Mike? Right, Mike. Ain't this the same dude that ate Vaseline coming out of Georgia? This nigga's eating Vaseline in China. You got a statue of China that don't even look like you. That shit look like Curly Neal on steroids. And you in a hotel eating Vaseline, hating on LeBron. Talk about why won't nobody buy your Starberries. Niggas buy Starburst before they buy Star. Get the fuck out of here. Selling them shoes is Zion a blowout and shit. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Some Starberry. The fuck out of here. Niggas eating Starburst. Not they ain't wearing no Starberries. Jabari bedtime. Jabari. Bedtime. If you can get up for the rest of the week, you get your privileges back. But you got to start getting up. I say you get up one time for the rest of the week, you get your privileges back next week. But you going to bed at 10 for now. Unplug that TV, get ready, go to bed. Man, fuck a yeah, Starberry don't count. You're gonna have him to play like a prototypical point. Right. Then Isaiah let him play and he ain't do nothing. Look, Isaiah got him and Steve Francis, and he ain't do a damn thing but be mediocre. Went to the Nets, Darren Williams, Jason Kidd, Kenny Anderson, Mookie Blaylock. I'm naming all New Jersey Net point guards that was better than him. Sugar Ray Richardson. I'm naming all New Jersey. Anybody trying to challenge me, ask too raw if I'm lying. All them niggas I named was better New Jersey. And I dare you to challenge me. Kyrie Irving, James Harden were all better point guards at the Nets. I dare any of y'all to challenge on that one. I'm fucking, you gonna sit up here passing judgment? Nah. All these niggas, all these career letdown niggas, no. They supposed to be like my man Chris Webber. You supposed to be celebratory of the new generation. You don't never hear Chris Webber hating on nobody. That's why I like Chris Webber. You never hear Chris Webber hating on guys, do you? Right, my bad. Thank you. I didn't say him. Nope, Sam Cassell. Yeah, Polo. Polo, my man Ed Berg. You don't never hear Chris Webber hating on none of them. Chris Webber give everybody their props. And that's what you supposed to do. And he give valid criticisms too. Like if you this, you gotta be able to do this and gotta be able to do that. Same way with Reggie Miller. That's why I enjoy watching C Web do the commentary. C Web is balanced, and C Web give the props to the player. Like you said, man, you got to enjoy seeing LeBron. That's why I tell people sometimes listen to the commentators, man. Sometimes listen to them, especially the ones that really do play. He was like, man, kids, you only gonna get to see this a few times. Just imagine. He was like, damn, I was there his first game. I'm on the bench. Yeah, and they got totally hated on. They got totally hated on it because the NBA was gonna be predicated off making one player the face after Michael Jordan. That's see, the game has changed a lot. It changed from being tape to because of Magic and Bird, live TV, big revenues and big gates. Shit, when Magic and Bird played, that's when basketball rivaled football really in television views and in excitement and in people coming to the stadiums. Basketball and football used to be neck and neck with Magic and Bird. When they got older, Bird broke down. They saw Jordan was a good company, man, very exciting, and he was a great draw. Michael Jordan was a great draw. The Bulls weren't even winners like that, but people would come to see Air Jordan. He was marketed right, and the league went with Nike. David Stern was about branding. So he said, fuck it, Magic and them gone, let me make him the face. And it was a smart move. He was already had a marketing machine behind him. It was real easy to do. The problem was You can't sustain a business off of one person. One man cannot be the face of a team franchise. You can't. It's not sustainable. So you have those lull years where Michael Jordan doesn't play. And the league is still good, but nobody knows because everybody loves one player. You made it so everybody loves one player. Nike was doing what they were supposed to do. It was up to other shoe companies to do it with their players. Nike can do what they do forever. Cause like Chuck Taylor, we didn't even know he never played basketball. But you can sell Chucks forever, right? You can sell Jordans when Jordan is fucking dead. Cause the shoe people made him the greatest. But the NBA helped because they wanted some of that money. So instead of working with every shoe company, Nike got started getting more inside deals, and it was more about Nike players. That's why look now players got look Luka Doncic should have his own shoe. He got to go under Team Jordan. He shouldn't have to go under nobody. He Croatian and white. He should be able to just get his own shoe regardless. This has been made thanks to the NBA and Nike. So now you get this conundrum where you don't know how to market when you start getting the influx of players. Like now you got Shaq, Morning, Kobe. Now you gotta wait. Who's the greatest? I don't know. Let's keep leaning on Michael Jordan. Instead of going, hey, look, here go the new talent who will be the next greatest. So then LeBron come out of high school. You like, all right, but you got Shaq, you got Kobe, you got the Lakers, and that drew excitement. But look, Tim Duncan and them weren't playing bad basketball. Why wasn't nobody else watching it but me? And the ratings prove whenever the Spurs played, the only niggas watching it was me, and I hated the Spurs. But it was basketball, but they didn't market it. So now, when people say shit like to me, Tim Duncan and Kobe real close, and I say I don't think so, everybody agrees with me because it was marketed. I don't think so only because I look at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was prolonged with which we call it fucking Popovich. And to me, nigga, you supposed to be a center. Your bitch ass chose to be the first 7-1 power forward. Your bitch ass is a center. And just that to me, for some reason. Yeah, Bernard King. Then after a while, yeah, you ain't even played. All them years you played, your numbers should have been way better than what they were. But you won 5 rings. I definitely can't take that away from you. You are definitely the best power forward to ever play. But you supposed to be a fucking center. And he is the best power forward, but Kobe is the best two guard, in my opinion. And We say you don't even watch basketball. You know Duncan can't fuck with Kobe. But nah, it's closer than what you think. It's closer than what you think. But it's because marketing. So now LeBron comes out. Now he's gonna be the sure thing. And he does manage to be as good as advertised. He is. The thing was, in between that, it was Kobe, D Wade, this, that, the third. AI became a villain. So now, when you start having to use these faces, if they not company men, you turn them into the villain. So Allen Iverson became the scapegoat when he was the face. When it was clear that Allen Iverson was the most popular and loved player in the NBA, he was the face of the NBA for a time, for about 4 years. All they did was pick on him and make him bigger. But what they did, they chose to make him a villain because he wasn't a company man. That's what they chose to do. So they vilified everything he did. Cause he wasn't the only one skipping out on practice. A lot of niggas was. Kobe did a rap album. He didn't get in trouble. Shaq did a rap album. He didn't get in trouble. Why was it controversial when Allen Iverson did it? Shaq was a company man when he was the face coming in. Because remember, Shaq was the face when Mike retired. They wanted Shaq to win a ring. But Hakeem was like, because again, they stopped thinking about the crops of players that they had when Michael Jordan came in. It wasn't just Jordan. Hakeem was the number one pick. Houston will never regret picking Hakeem over Jordan. They never will. They never will. They never will. They will never regret that. It worked. Yeah, Chicago got 6, but you don't know if Houston would have got any. Jordan been stuck out in Houston. Right. Chicago might have been the best, was the best place for him, where he could do all of that. Remember, they had Ralph Sampson, Hakeem, all of that shit. The only team to beat the Lakers in the West twice was them, to keep them from going to the championship. Houston. They never regretted having Hakeem. Hakeem, and that's why they should have known Hakeem was next in line. But they loved David Robinson. He was a company man. He couldn't do it. Karl Malone and Stockton, they was in Utah. They couldn't do it. Magic was gone. Jordan retired. Pippen was quiet. Ewing was black and loud coming from motherfucking Georgetown. He gonna always have that stigma. Then when AI come in with the braids, the tattoos, and then rapping, the motherfucker, yeah, that shit wasn't no. And he was the face of the league. All they did was pick on him. So now look, LeBron. Look, I'm gonna tell you when I didn't like LeBron. When he first came in and they was trying to play him off as this little boyish, childish motherfucker. I was like, man, this young man, this, that, they bullshit. Let me see what he gonna do on the court. I saw that he wasn't winning, but they was prepping him to be the next big thing, like they did Michael Jordan. LeBron had bubble gum. LeBron had juice. LeBron had all types of shit when he first came out. When LeBron started finally talking, when LeBron left Cleveland and made them white people mad, the NBA had no problem making him the villain. See, after that, remember Dan Gilbert went. See, what you got to remember is the NBA is nothing but a group of white owners. Y'all niggas think the NBA is basketball players. Rodman. But one nigga was wearing a dress. One nigga was in the hood. Y'all gotta understand that LeBron leaving Cleveland made everybody mad that was owners. Think about it. When Dan Gilbert put in that thing about, hey, look, star players can't keep leaving big markets, everybody signed on. I said, well, why did the Lakers agree to sign on? And they a big market. Oh, that's right, because they ain't gonna disagree with their white boys. This nigga supposed to stay here and make us some money too. Right. Miami got enough money. Good job, nephew. Good job. There you go. Now you can go wherever you want with that 64. You can go wherever branch you want. And you hoorah Air Force. Good job. Proud of you. And you can go wherever you want. Coast Guard might call you and shit. Coast Guard might fuck around and call you. Coast Guard will call you. They'll just call you. But yeah. Shit. All you gotta do, if you done already took your urine and you went to your MEPS, you can go and get your smoke on. And then 2 weeks before you leave, clean your shit up. Get you some of that good shit. 88. Yeah, go and get you some shit. Cause I smoked all the way to the time I flew. I flew out there. I was high on the plane. Cause they don't really piss test you when you get there. They did when I did. Got there. They only piss test you at the MEPS. They might piss you before you leave though. Nigga, I keep piss on me. I used to be a trickster, nigga. Anyway, on the plane. Oh shit. The only way I could get on, I said they just send me back home. Your urine dirty. I know. You put me on a plane. My life ain't fucking stopped just because I said I'm going to the military. I said I stop smoking when I get there. I ain't say I'm not gonna smoke. I never told you motherfuckers I'm not gonna smoke. I'm not gonna smoke when I get there. When I'm officially in there on base, I won't smoke no more. That's when the fuck I'm tell me when the fuck to start. No. Fuck you. That's why I hide shit. I told you I had weed bag in my pocket. I put that shit in my luggage. I pulled that shit out tech school. I got high in tech school. They never pissed me. I never got a urine in it. They ain't know who I was. I guess they figure I'm 18. I ain't doing that. Nigga, what? I was Let me shut up before I start telling them what's up. Now, either way, fuck Stephen A. Smith, nigga. I'm from here. Nigga, it's keep off the grass and stay on the weed. LeVar A. Smith, motherfucking nigga, I can get you some weed. Ask me what kind you need. Shit, nigga. I remember I used to sell weed in high school, y'all. I would sell out every lunchtime because I was the only black dude that could sell to the 30 white kids that went to our school. It was 2,986 kids in Suitland one year. It was 30 black kids. It was 2,000 out of that 2,986. 2,920 were black. 33 was white. Oh no, I sold dubs and dimes. White boys like weight too. So, so I come in a motherfucker lunchtime, right? I'm like, oh shit. I used to date this girl named Treva Miles. She was from Columbia, Maryland, and she grew up around all white people. So when she went to Suitland, it was a culture shock. She had never seen that many black people because she was in an all black neighborhood. So the first people she made friends with was all the white people. I was the first black dude to say something to her. I was like, she cute. I hollered at her. She had a birthmark under her eye. It looked like she it looked like she had a black eye. Yeah, I remember her name. I remember everybody's name. So, um, I said, who hit you in the eye? She said, that's my birthmark. And I got one on my neck. Got a mark on. I said, this is a birthmark. Somebody hit you. Where your boyfriend at? I'm gonna fuck him up. He went, pow. She said, and everybody started laughing. She said, I don't like you. I said, whatever. You think I'm cute. And after that, we was cool. Her parents still live around the corner from me. I still see her mother and her stepfather all the time. Hey, LeVar, you haven't changed. I said, I got more hair on my face than I had on my head back then. I said, uh, I got hair now. I said, I ain't got no hair now. I had hair on. See, that was laughing. But she knew all these white kids. So they knew me. Me and her had dated. They just knew me by name. So one day I come to school. Now keep in mind I'm at Suitland High. This is in 93, 92, 93 year. Everybody, this when like I think the chronic hit. So niggas is smoking weed like shit. This the Reggie years. I met this dude named Burry. I was working at the fucking Burger King. He came through. I asked for a bag. This is my 11th grade year. No, this is my 10th grade year. And he no, 93, 94. So yeah, it was the chronic. 93, 94. Cause Snoop was about to come out. 93, 94. And I was working at the Burger King. This nigga sold me, it was my 11th grade year. This nigga sold me a bag of some fire. Yeah, Master P. But anyway, Lewis sold me a bag of fire. I was like, man, you got some more? He gave me his number. I called him after work. I worked at this Burger King. He told me come through. He was like, man, do other people be smoking? I was like, yeah. He was like, I ain't gonna fuck with him. Look, here go an ounce. He gave me an ounce. I was like, how much is this? Like $45. I was like, damn, that was a lot of money there. I get to him. He's like, look, go back to work, do the bag that up, see what you can do. So I bagged it up because back then bags was huge, like tens. It was like, but I got this little ounce. I was the first nigga I knew grabbed a little scale, right? And I'm buying these smaller bags. I'm bagging it up. I'm going. I'm like, this is Maryland. I can't sell like DC because a couple of niggas bought a couple of bags. They was like, that weed some fire. I was like, yeah, but your bag smaller than everybody else. I said, but my weed better. Like, that's true. Nobody would buy from me though, right? Cause everybody had weed. Nobody would buy from me, right? I'm like, damn, what I do? So I walked out lunchroom, right? Walked downstairs, and somebody was like, "Hey, LeVar, you still got that weed?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I know somebody want to buy a bag." I was like, "Who?" He's like, "That white boy over there, but he's scared. He might be scared." I said, "Who? Thomas?" He looked at me and said, "Hold up, you know him?" I said, "Man, that's one of Trevor's friends. He know me." He was like, "Well, shit, go do your due." And he brought me over there, right? So he brought me over there. He was like, "This is my man right here. What you need?" So he seen what I had. He was like, "Wow, okay, yeah, this is good." He grabbed it and bought everything I had. Him and the rest of the white kids. Now keep in mind, we got to smuggle this shit around the school. These white kids will walk out in public in front of the class, in front of the teachers, and be underneath the fucking steps when you come out of the lunchroom. They underneath the steps smoking cigarettes. They would do it every day. They never would get in trouble. They catch any black kid with a cigarette. This at a black school. All of us have got in trouble. These white kids could just smoke. All right. So I'm selling to these. No, they're like, don't worry about it. They buying shit. This motherfucker pull out a case and he's got his weed separated, the stem seed, the grades he like, and a little thing. I'm like, all right. I said, look, just tell me when you want to be here. He was like, cool. And he shook my hand and I walked off. They walked off with me. The black dudes that took me over there was like, man, you did your thing. And then I walked off. They robbed them motherfuckers. Oh, they waited for me to leave. Then they robbed them. Oh, USC fucking Kentucky, Kansas. So I came back the next day. I was like, man, they hit me up again. So they kept, but they ain't rob them no more. After that. So after that, they um they kept hitting me up every day. Mm. Yup. So they robbed them niggas. That shit was crazy. And after that, that was my clientele. So after that, niggas started knowing, like, hey, young, he the only nigga that sells to the white dude. Cause like some other niggas was like, nah, don't fuck up his clientele. And they was threatening and leave that nigga clientele. Then after that, I went around the neighborhood and all the homies around the neighborhood that I started hanging with, they was just in the game and they would just show me shit and teach me shit. And that shit is just everybody, we all got a similar story. And I was just that was but Shit. I hope to get Cornell Jones, interview with Cornell Jones and talk to Cornell Jones just about, the just about his time, a little bit about him, and also what he thinks about the fact that guys like him, Freeway Rick, they Jeff Ford, guys like that were locked away and villainized when it's been proven that they were basically government pawns. And Reagan ain't never, but I'm supposed to not look at him like he was somebody good, you know? I don't know. So, folks, as I promised y'all, I had to do it late at night. I had to do it late at night. If y'all would place y'all attention to y'all, let me see. If y'all will place y'all attention to your motherfucking YouTube, you about to be in for a treat tonight. Shit, nigga, I had to eat. I wasn't wild. That's Suitland. That's how it is. Shit, that's how it is. Shit. I was an honor student, then I realized, you know what, motherfucker, you better learn how to eat out this motherfucker. Yeah, you can count, nigga. I said, nigga, you know algebra, calculus, trigonometry, geometry. Yeah, I know all that shit. And I know how to separate grams. You passed chemistry, yep. Any way I could imagine. So if y'all would please turn y'all attention to the YouTube, y'all, you probably got mail. So I'm about to shut this down. Y'all probably got a message. I want to see how many of y'all gonna be over there waiting. Want to see how many of y'all over here waiting. Oh yeah.